In the social media reaction genre, silly comments are considered especially heinous. At Dear Woke Christian, the dedicated content creators who investigate these horrible comments are members of an elite squad known as the Dusty Comments Unit. These are their stories.
And we're back, everybody. You saw the title, you saw the thumbnail, you saw the intro. Let's get at it. So we're going to be looking at some dusty comments. And I want to point out something that you'll notice when you're interacting with people who are against the Christian faith for whatever reason. Maybe they had a bad church experience. Maybe they're just whatever. It doesn't matter. There's a trend, and I want you to see if you maybe pick it up. So let's pull it up. Let's go. All right. So this is on my video that 20 commandments that Christians just ignore, according to Brandon, our resident atheist. So this is somebody who commented on that thread. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, there we go. Looks good. All right. So 20 commandments. Here we go. Just see if you can pick it up. Taking wine for an upset stomach is blank advice. Bad medicine from your sky daddy, God. Do better, Mr. Shameless Hypocrite Christian. You've made a complete fool of yourself with this response clip. Shameless hypocrite Christians are what they are. Untrustworthy blanks. Okay. Hopefully you probably already picked up the trend. And here we go. I'm going to leave that post up so more people can see what type of comments come through. Thanks for watching. There's nothing more laughable than a shameless hypocrite Christian proselytizing empty, meaningless words. Dude, you don't know the half of it. If I was relying on my own merit, I'd give up and I'd be writing silly comments on people's pages. But see, I don't rely on my own merit. I know that I don't have any. But thankfully, you're going to keep commenting, and the more and more people will see and soon hear. Thanks. And I noticed that he stopped at that point. Did you notice how insulting he was? Did you notice that? Now, sure, I'm being passive aggressive. I'm being snarky. Of course, I'm always going to do that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But do you see how grossly rude he is and just trying to be bombastic and offensive for really no good reason? And that's a trend that I've noticed with a lot of these persons. And the next one, we're going to see that as well. But if you don't respond to their foolishness, they really don't have anything to go on. They really need you to respond in kind. So if you don't respond to them in kind and you're just kind to them, you're going to be fine. But if you respond in kind to their shenanigans, then that's when the wheels on the bus are going to fall off. And let's pull in our next video. Our next clip. All right, same video. That video got a lot of attention today. Pretty wild. All right. At 2:08, he was a Christian. He is not allowed to speak about the mindset of religions because he isn't a Christian anymore. And yeah, you can't tell atheists what they believe because you don't know what they believe. LOL. An ex-Christian knows what a Christian believes. And I replied, on the contrary, he can say what he wants to say, whatever he wants. So can I. Thanks for the comment. By the way, he wasn't a Christian. Dear Will Christian, that was a really good dismissal, LOL. By the way, he was a Christian, my guy. LMAOOO. I'm here for you. I'm not saying it for shock. I'm saying it because we don't self-identify as Christians. When one is saved, they are saved. There isn't a, I want to take it back, I have my receipt. Brandon wasn't a Christian. And I'll just open this up a little bit more. Matter of fact, please respond by telling me how one becomes a Christian. Extra credit if you have some Bible verses in context. He replies back, You don't identify as a Christian? My last request, and here's my response back to him. My last response was that you tell me how one becomes a Christian. Thank you for answering my question before you ask others. Dear Will Christian, do I look like a Christian to you? I don't know how to become a Christian. The book isn't that clear, bro. God is an absolute blank communicator, LOL. So you're not a Christian, but you know that Brandon was a Christian, but you don't know how he became a Christian. I am a Christian, and you're telling me I'm wrong for saying that Brandon wasn't a Christian. Am I picking up what you're throwing down? Dear Will Christian, when you introduce yourself as a Christian, you're a Christian to me. I thought you were going to say something about his denomination. I didn't think you were going to try the No True Scotsman, LOL. If I had said he was a Baptist, therefore he couldn't be a Christian, that would be a no true Scotsman. There is an actual testimony of a true born again Christian. It's not some arbitrary liver quiver, but a real regeneration of one's heart. But more than all of that is something that God does in the hearts of the sinner. That's why you can't just decide to not be a Christian. Thanks for the conversation. I believe I've shown that I'm more than willing to be cordial and respectful to you. I do ask that you refrain from profanity in these posts. Thanks in advance. Dear Will Christian, you don't understand no true Scotsman, bro. Brother man. Gotcha. You don't understand Christianity, which is a far graver concern. And then lastly, I'm going to bug out. I have a video to produce. Keep stopping by. Make sure you say hi and consider what we've talked about. Cheers. So I know that I go above and beyond to engage with non-Christians on my channel. And I don't have any problem with it. I don't see any reason not to be cordial, answer their questions, refute their arguments or whatever like that, and make much of Christ. Now, if you don't feel like you can do that, that's perfectly fine too. There's no issue with it. I know quite a few people who don't like to do that. I don't have a problem with them, and I don't have a problem if you don't decide to do that. However, I like to engage with them here, and I like to engage with them here in the comment section on my channel so that you all can see it. Now, most of the time I don't allow profanity, but I let those two go by because I thought they would be good object lessons to show that we don't have to get into the muck with them. We can always keep elevating and raising them up no matter what, and ultimately bring them to the foot of the cross. So that was just something I thought would be fun. It's a quick little dusty comments. I think this is going to be a one and done. This will be a one and done. So after this video is done, I'm just going to upload it. Thanks so much, everybody. Grace and peace.